So we're live. Hi everyone. Welcome to our live stream on the new e-commerce EU VAT changes coming into force from the 1st of July. So in just a couple of months, really. How will the new European regulations affect your e-commerce business? What's the difference between OSS and IOSS? Which one should you register on? We will find out today. I'm Ilaria from Yakkyofy, and I'm thrilled to have here with me Virginijus Girnius, Acting Director of One Stop VAT. Welcome, Virginijus.
Welcome. Thank you, Ilaria. Thank you for the introduction.
For those who didn't know, Virginijus has more than 8 years of experience in international taxation, currently focusing on distance selling taxation. He's the Acting Director of One Stop VAT, a team of certified tax consultants who advise international businesses on all matters regarding taxation. Combining years of knowledge with automating VAT solutions, they assist e-commerce businesses to minimize the burden of handling taxes and e-commerce faces in international market and encourage their growth. So that's pretty awesome, isn't it? So what are you doing exactly? Can you explain a bit to us?
Yeah,
Can you tell us a bit more how you got into the sector?
Okay. As you said, I was working as an international tax lawyer for more than 8 years, and working with these international clients, we saw a demand in VAT compliance services from these clients, from our clients, which we are dealing with income taxes or any other taxes. So as we saw that more and more businesses are growing online and expanding in many different countries, we saw an opportunity to simplify this process of meeting VAT requirements by offering the guidance to our clients and taking over all necessary procedures that cost them a lot of time and often seem confusing. So what we do now is we provide full VAT compliance services to e-commerce sellers worldwide. So this means that we are dealing with VAT registrations, GST registrations, sales tax registrations, and VAT, GST, and sales tax returns fillings. And also we have these automated solutions, including API integration, sales threshold tracking platform, and other online tools.
Well, I must say, I'm impressed indeed. But the first things first, thank you very much for being with us today and give us some advice on the new VAT regulations. As we all know, when it comes to taxes and e-commerce, well, saying that things can get complicated is an understatement, especially when you sell to different countries, am I right? Each and every country has got its own set of rules and taxes and everything else. But let's start. So you guys at home, don't forget to write your questions in the comments below, and we will try to reply to all of them at the end in the Q&A section at the end of this interview. And for those who will follow us until the end, we have some very special bonuses. Especially Virginijus and I will offer you some special bonuses, and after the Q&A section, Virginijus will pick his 3 favorite questions, and the authors will be awarded $50 credits on the Yakkyofy wallet. You can use this money to purchase products from Yakkyofy or to purchase services from Yakkyofy. Here we go with our questions. Some of them were requested by popular demand. So guys, make sure you keep attention. You pay attention. Are we ready, Virginijus?
Yeah, of course. Let's start.
Lovely. So let's start with our first question. If you sell in the EU, you need to pay VAT on your sales. How did it work for e-commerce until now? What were the rules before the 1st July?
Yeah, okay. So basically it was kind of complicated. There were different distance selling thresholds in EU countries, different VAT registration rules, different VAT return submission periods, etc. For example, if you are based in the Netherlands and you were selling your products to Germany, you had to add Netherlands VAT until you reached this 100,000 euros distance selling threshold in Germany. And once this distance selling threshold was reached in Germany, you had to register your business in Germany for VAT. You had to start collecting German VAT on all your sales to Germany. You had to submit VAT returns in Germany, and you had to pay collected VAT to German tax authorities. If you reach the distance selling threshold in a couple EU countries, let's say Germany, Italy, Spain, Poland, you had to register in all of them. So it was really expensive, confusing, and time consuming.
I see. So one question, can you explain us what is the so-called OSS and why it was introduced?
Yeah, so OSS was introduced to help businesses to reduce their supply VAT compliance costs and ensure that the EU countries will receive their fair share of VAT. So starting from 1st of July, all national distance selling thresholds will be abolished, and they will be replaced by this new EU-wide distance selling threshold, which will be 10,000 euros. This new selling threshold means that once your sales reach 10,000 euros in all the EU states, you have to start collecting supply VAT in the country of your customer location instead of the country of your incorporation. So basically, that's why VAT, that's why OSS was introduced.
Well, that's very interesting. So what are the advantages for those who choose to register?
Okay, so this OSS will enable distant sellers to register for VAT in only one EU country instead of registering in all the EU countries where you will reach this new EU-wide distance selling threshold. It will also allow distant sellers to submit only one EU-wide quarterly VAT return and to pay all collected VAT only to your local tax authority, which will then distribute your collected and paid VAT to other tax authorities in the EU on your behalf. For example, you are established in the Netherlands, you have reached this new EU-wide threshold, and you keep selling your products B2C to Italy, Spain, Germany, Latvia, I don't know, France, Sweden, which means that you are obliged to start collecting VAT in these countries, but instead of registering for VAT in all these countries, you only register in OSS system in the Netherlands, I mean in the country of your incorporation. You start collecting VAT at checkout, depending on your customer's location. Let's say Italian VAT, German VAT, Latvian VAT, French VAT. You submit your VAT return on all your Italy, Spain, Latvia, France, Sweden sales only in the Netherlands, and you pay collected VAT only to the Netherlands tax authority, which will then distribute this VAT to Italy, Spain, Germany, France, and Sweden. So this basically really simplifies this VAT compliance in the EU.
I see. So one of the questions for our customers is, does a dropshipping business need to sign up for OSS?
Okay, so basically it depends where you stock your goods and where you are incorporated. If your goods are stocked outside the EU and you are not incorporated in the EU, you actually even are not eligible for registration in OSS, as you don't have to add any supply VAT on your sales, but instead you will have to pay import VAT. And
Right.
if your goods, and if your goods are stocked in the EU and your business is not registered in the EU, or if your business is registered in the EU and you reach these new EU-wide thresholds, so yes, you will be eligible to register either for the union OSS or for the non-union OSS. It depends if you are if your country of incorporation is EU or non-EU. Actually, registration in OSS it's not mandatory. Every seller can keep registering in every EU country separately, but actually, I don't see why anyone would do that when we have this OSS, and it makes VAT compliance really, really simple.
So I see. In order to register on the portal, do I have to get a new VAT number, or can I use the one that I already use for my business?
Yeah, it's actually there's no need to get a new VAT number if you want to register for OSS. You can use your VAT number which you already have. Yeah, so no need to apply
So
for a
you
new
don't
one.
need a new one, basically. That's good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what about IOSS? The IOSS regulation coming into force, they're coming into force in July. So what is it exactly, and why was developed? It's a bit different compared to OSS, right?
Yeah, because OSS is created to cover this supply VAT, and IOSS is created to cover import VAT. So basically, IOSS was introduced to help businesses to reduce their import VAT compliance cost and ensure that all EU countries will receive their fair share of import VAT. The IOSS allows suppliers selling imported goods to buyers in the EU to collect, declare, and pay import VAT to the tax authorities instead of making the buyer to pay the import VAT at the moment when the goods are imported into the EU, as it was previously the case.
All right. It is my understanding that signing up on this new platform is still optional. So why should one sign up? What are the advantages that he or she would get from it?
Yeah, so the advantage is very clear. In case you will not charge import VAT on checkout, your client will be asked to pay this import VAT at the moment the goods are imported into the EU. So this might lead to a significant fall in your online store's conversion rate because the clients will expect that, let's say, they pay 100 euros, and we think that this is a final price for a product they pay. So imagine how surprised and how unsatisfied your clients will be if customs asks them to pay import VAT additionally, if you will not be registered in IOSS and you will not be paying import VAT on behalf of your clients.
So what is the role of intermediaries when registering with OSS? So like, what's your role?
Yeah, so basically it depends on the three main points. The first point is, are you a EU company? The second point, are you non-EU company? And the third point is, do you stock your goods in other EU country when you're in incorporation country? If you are a EU company and you only sell products to EU customers from your country of incorporation, there's no need for you to contact an intermediary like us, as you can handle all OSS related issues with your local tax advisor in the country of your incorporation. However, if you are a non-EU company or you stock your products in other EU countries when you're in incorporation country, it might be confusing and time consuming for you to handle all the VAT compliance issues by yourself, as procedures differ from country to country and they are also changing constantly. So in order for you not to waste time on taxes and tax issues and focus on your business, we recommend to engage intermediary to help you handle VAT compliance for you.
Yeah, of course, you would know much more than a businessman, let's say. So does anyone involved in dropshipping need to sign up on the new IOSS system?
Okay, so basically it depends on the value of consignments that they import to the EU. If the value of the goods to one buyer in one package doesn't exceed 150 euros, you will be eligible to register in IOSS and to pay import VAT on behalf of the buyer. However, if the value of the goods to one buyer in one package exceeds 150 euros, you will not be eligible to use ISS, and your buyer will be taxed at the EU border during the importation of these goods.
I see. Up until now, goods with declared value up to 22 euros were not really scanned at customs. What changes now? Like,
okay, so
when the new system?
Yeah, so as of 1st of July, this exemption will be removed, and as a result, all goods imported to the EU will be subject to import VAT despite their value. So you will have to pay import VAT on all the goods imported to the EU.
I see. Let me just remind the people that are watching us that at the end of the questions, we're going to have a Q&A section where we're going to ask all the questions you want. So if you have any doubts, please write them in the comment section below. And the 3 best questions are going to get bonuses. So make sure you comment right away. Let's go back to a few questions related to dropshipping now, if you don't mind.
Yeah, of course.
The invoices that I received from China, do they have like legal value?
Yeah. Of course we do, because national legislations we cannot oblige Chinese sellers to issue invoices according to every country's requirements. But however, these invoices shall include the minimum information: what was bought, the quantity of the products that was bought, and the price of the products. So this information is basically mandatory in every country, and this should be indicated in the invoice.
All right. So let's think of a case when I bought products from China, but they didn't give me an invoice. How can I deduce the cost?
Okay, so
deduct the cost. Sorry, deduct.
Yeah. So you have to provide the evidence of what has been bought and that the transaction truly took place. So the evidence, it can be order receipt, purchase receipt, shipping documents, or any other evidence which could confirm that you truly bought the goods from China.
So like also payment, a digital payment of a sort?
No, because the payment didn't indicate the exact goods and the quantity which has been bought, while these shipping documents or orders, they indicate this information.
Okay, so do I have to invest all the products that I sell from my e-commerce?
It depends. If you are using OSS, this one-stop shop, then this is optional. You just have to ensure that your clients are able to generate invoices for their own needs at your online store. However, if you are not using OSS, then yes, you have to invoice every sale.
So let's make an example. Let's say that I reside in a European country where I plan to keep on living, and I want to open a dropshipping store. Some have advised to open a company in a different country where the taxes are a bit lower. So can I do that without having troubles with taxes later?
No, actually you can't do that because
I can't.
No, you can't. Tax authorities are taking this substance over form approach. This substance over form approach means that if your company is established in a low tax jurisdiction, it doesn't have any real economic presence there. By economic presence, I mean furnished office, equipment, employees, salary expenses. Tax authorities will disregard such entity and tax this entity if it was resident in the same country as you are. So you cannot fool or hide from taxes anymore, just making this simple structure.
So basically, if I don't have an office, if I don't live in that country, I can't do that.
No, you can live in any country you want, but if you are saying that you have a company in, let's say, Gibraltar, and you are selling your products for this Gibraltar company, and this Gibraltar company doesn't have office premises, doesn't have employees, doesn't have salary expenses, it will be disregarded for income tax purposes and for VAT and for all other taxes.
Okay, so what if I reside in Italy? I have read that by opening a company in Great Britain and having the site servers in Great Britain, I would not have to pay taxes in Italy. Is it right? Is it true?
No, it's again the same situation. Your company in Great Britain, it will have to prove its economic presence there. Servers in Great Britain are not enough to prove their economic presence there. So you can't do that.
We can't do that. And Great Britain is not in the EU anymore either. So again, if my company is in Italy, for example, but I sell my products in Spain, do I have to add VAT?
Yes, once the distinct selling threshold will be reached, or if you stock your goods in Spain, you have to add VAT despite your company is registered in Italy.
Okay, so the last question. Many are curious about how VAT should be calculated and added. Do we add it to the total or only to our costs?
Okay, so it depends. Again, as everything. If you're acting as a disclosed intermediary, then you add VAT only to your profit margin. If you are acting as an undisclosed intermediary, you have to add VAT on the total sale amount. But acting as a disclosed intermediary will also disclose your profit margin to your clients. So it's not very popular way of acting as an disclosed intermediary in reselling business.
I'm sorry, it is not very clear to me what is undisclosed intermediary. Can you please explain that a bit more in detail? Thank you.
Of course.
Because you made a difference, right?
Yeah. Disclosed intermediary, he says that he disclosed to his clients that, hey, I'm not the producer of the goods, I'm just a reseller, and my profit margin is 2% on the wholesale price. So that's a disclosed. Undisclosed intermediary, he's acting in the same way as if he was a manufacturer of the goods. Yeah, the
so how does it work in terms of e-commerces? Because I think they're kind of like retail stores, aren't they?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
I'm talking about e-commerce stores. So they are like resellers. They're not really the producers now, are they?
Yeah, but it depends. Many acting as a but I'm not talking about the disclosed intermediary is not the one who's only produces or manufactures the goods. They just don't disclose to the final buyers their profit margins. So that is undisclosed intermediary. He is not disclosing to his clients that he is acting like a reseller of the product. Disclosed intermediary, he is disclosing that he is acting. I'm a reseller. I don't manufacture these products. I don't produce. Undisclosed intermediary, he's not disclosing this information. Either he's a producer, either he's a reseller.
Okay, well, these are my questions for today. Now let's move to the Q&A session, shall we? Let me read some questions that some people sent us from home. And let me also remind to everybody else who's watching, please comment your questions because Virginijus is going to try his best to answer them right away. So let us start. We have quite a few coming up. Isaac asks, if you sell in UK, it's possible to get products with double. I'm not sure what he means.
V double?
Yes, V double.
I'm not sure even.
Yeah, Isaac, please write it again because it was not clear to us. Sorry. Let's move to Pula. How do I join? Okay. How do I join Yakkyofy and register for VAT if I'm based in Africa? So, Pula, you can register to Yakkyofy by going on this link. And for the first month, we're going to give you 60 new image recognition quotations instead of 30. So make sure you register from this link. And Virginijus, how can she actually register for VAT from Africa? Can she do that?
Yeah, of course. For all the companies, the country of which incorporation, the country of which is not the EU, such companies just have to pick one EU state, random state, and register for VAT in only this one state. So contact us and we can give you an advice and provide this all the full VAT compliance and register in any EU member state, which is the member state of your choice.
All right, thank you. Simo is asking, so I'll pay VAT in a country and that country will send the VAT amount to the other countries. But how can I know how much I have to pay in every country? I'll pay the same VAT for the country I'm registering, Italy, for example, or different VAT for each country?
Different VAT for each country. Yeah, it's a technical issue which online sellers has to set up on the checkout that just based on the shipping address or based on the IP address or based on the credit card number. Their online stores adapted with applicable VAT rate automatically. So let's say if you have an online store and you have clients from Spain, Italy, France, you have to set up your online store checkout that if your client, let's say, enter the billing address in France, your online store automatically calculates French VAT. If your store detects that your client entered billing address or shipping address in, let's say, US, but you see your store detects that their IP is in Spain, so your online store have to automatically calculate with Spain VAT to your customers. So this had to be made by you, and it has to be updated in your online store.
Wow, a bit hard,
Yeah.
let's say.
Yeah, but yeah, again, as I thought in the beginning, we have this a lot of automated solutions. One of these solutions are provision of VAT rates according to IP addresses. We have this API; it can be easily integrated into your online store, and it's very simple actually.
That's useful. Robert asks, so what registration a UK business that drop ships from EU suppliers to EU customers needs? So, for example, if you import products from China with Yakkyofy, you keep them in, let's say, a European warehouse. How does it work?
So the first registration will be in the country where you hold your stock. So let's say if you import your products from UK to the Netherlands, you register in the Netherlands for VAT purposes because you stock your goods in the Netherlands. Once you reach this 10,000 euro selling threshold into the EU, you will have to register for OSS in the Netherlands, and that's it basically. The first registration had to be done in the country where you ship your goods to.
Okay, that's good. Dragon is asking, how much we pay if we have a company in the US or UK for 1,000 sell for dropshipping business? Does it depend on how much they cost, how much he earns?
Okay, we are talking about paying VAT or paying for VAT compliance services. I didn't understand that.
I think we're talking about VAT still.
VAT rates?
How much VAT he has to pay. So he's asking how much we pay if we have a company in the US or the UK for 1,000 sell for dropshipping business. So like 1,000 orders.
Yeah, but we have to know the country where your goods are shipped. We have to know the prices. So it's not so simple to answer.
From China. So let's say they ship from China one by one.
Okay.
How does it work?
The price. Okay, let's say you ship 1,000 cell phones. which costs 100 USD each to Lithuania, you will have to pay your turnover in Lithuania will be 100,000 euros. So you will have to pay 21% of VAT on top. So it will be 21,000 USD.
Okay.
Just like an example.
Yeah, of course. That's what we want, examples, so that people can understand better. Robert is also asking, also, do you need to worry with VAT registration immediately after you offer products to the EU customers if you are based in the UK?
It depends if you stock your goods in the EU or not. If you don't stock,
we're talking about dropshipping, so from China.
Yes. Okay. So no, you don't have to pay. You don't have to register for VAT from the first sale.
So you have to, right?
No, you don't have to register for VAT
okay.
from the first sale.
Okay, that's good. So Jackie is asking, I have to watch the replay. Okay, yes, she watches again later. Please make sure to cover the specs. Please make sure to cover the steps for a United States business dropshipping products using Yakkyofy to the United Kingdom. So that's pretty much what we. It's a bit different to the United Kingdom, right? Because they're no longer part of the EU. So the question would be, if I kind of send products from China to the UK one by one, how does it work? It does not.
It will work the same as if from USA to UK or from China to UK. UK has basically the same rules which were implemented in the EU. So all the shipments under 145 pounds will be covered by their own IOSS, let's say UK IOSS, and import VAT will have to be paid by the seller, and all the shipments above 135 pounds will be taxed at the UK border during the importation of the goods.
Okay. Jack is also asking, from what I understand, I need a VAT number and need to register for one in the United Kingdom. Then I charge my clients VAT and remit to UK once a year or a quarter, correct? How does the UK know I have a VAT number? Does Yakkyofy put that on package? How does it work? So, in terms of VAT, how does she have to charge her customers?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so if you register for VAT in UK, yes, you will have to charge your customers with UK VAT, which is 20%, if I'm correct, on during all your sales, and you have to pay this VAT to HMRC. How they will know that you are registered for VAT in UK? So you just registered for VAT in the UK. So you, like, I don't know, give a form to the UK tax authorities, and you tell them that, hey, I'm registering for VAT. Please give me VAT number. So that's how people know it.
So, Chris, thank you first of all. Chris is asking, so if I'm a UK registered business dropshipping from China into the EU, selling goods under 150 euros, I need to register for IOSS and charge VAT to EU customers at a point of sale on all goods. If I go over 10,000 euros in sales in the EU, then I also have to register for OSS in one EU country?
Can you repeat the name of this person? I liked his question.
You liked it. Chris.
Yes. Okay. So to answer to the Chris, no, because you don't stock your goods in the EU, so you don't have to register for OSS when you reach this 10,000 euros threshold. You don't even have to monitor if you reach this threshold because you don't stock your goods in the EU. What you have to do is register in this IOSS and pay import VAT on the point of sale. That's it.
Okay, well, that's easy. Isaac has written the question again. He wants to know if it is possible to sell in the UK without having, let's say, a VAT number in Italy. So a VAT registration number, I mean.
To sell to the UK without VAT registration number in the EU?
In Italy, yes, in the EU.
Okay, yeah, of course it's possible. It's possible, but when you reach this 10,000 euros threshold, you have to register, or you will risk that tax authorities. Yeah, tax authorities will come at your doorstep and ask for the unpaid taxes.
Yeah, they know basically. Quincy is asking, VAT registered in Belgium, dropshipping from from the US and EU. When do I charge VAT, and where do I pay taxes? So she's registered in Belgium, dropshipping from the US and EU. When do I charge VAT, and where do I pay taxes?
Okay, so let's start from the US. All your sales from the US to EU, if the amount of the goods are less than 150 euros, will have to be covered by this OSS system, and you will have to pay only import VAT. And all other goods that you drop ship from EU to other EU countries, they will be covered by OSS. So if you have the VAT number in Belgium, you will have to register for OSS in Belgium, but you have to start collecting VAT depending on your customer's location, not with Belgian VAT, once you reach this 10,000 euros threshold.
Okay, Jackie is asking, and there is no more threshold of dollar amount sold, correct? I have to charge VAT no matter how many dollars worth I sell, from what I understand.
If we are talking about import VAT, yes, there is no threshold anymore. It is now, but it will be abolished from 1st of July.
Okay, so it's going to change soon. Chantal, company in the EU, if the goods are in China at the time of sale, should I charge VAT on sales to my EU customers? What about import VAT? Should I pay both?
No, you don't have to charge supply VAT on your EU customers. You just only have to pay import VAT if the goods are less than 150 euros. If the goods are more than 150 euros, your clients will be asked to pay this import VAT.
Okay. Chantal is she's got a follow-up question. As a EU business, do distance selling thresholds apply only if you ship from EU to EU, or also from China to EU?
From EU to EU. If you ship from China to EU, you will have to pay import VAT, not the supply VAT.
Okay.
It's like intra-community sale. It's like B2C intra-community sales.
Understand. So, hi there. If we ship from UK warehouse to Europe after breakfast, yes, of course, after breakfast. Let's start again. Samuele is asking, hi there. If we ship from UK warehouse to Europe after Brexit, we have no VAT to add in shipping. How do we have to do after July with IOSS? Thank you.
Okay, so yeah, you have to register in the IOSS and to pay import VAT on behalf of your clients. Again, if the goods are less than 150 euros, if the goods you are selling are more than 150 euros, your clients will be asked to pay import VAT at the border during the importation of the goods.
Okay, so Pula is asking, do I need to have my own e-commerce website in order for me to resell goods?
No, of course not. Of course not. No, there are a lot of tools to dropship your goods, not having your own website.
Yakkyofy being one of them.
Yeah.
But we work better with websites. But of course, our clients can also import orders, and we'll still fulfill them. They just have to share the tracking number with their clients, so the clients know where the product is. let's go to the next question. Chantal again. Are you keeping track of the questions you like?
Yeah, I'm keeping the track. I'm writing with
Lovely. Okay, good. Chantal is asking, if you import and stock products in different EU countries, do you need to get a VAT number in each of them?
If you import the goods to different EU countries?
In different EU countries, yes.
No, that's why import or OSS was created, just for one registration to cover all the EU. So you will have to register only you will have to apply for only one VAT number. It will be enough to cover all your sales from.
Can we just repeat a bit the concept for those who joined us a bit later on? So if you register for IOSS, that is how you pay your taxes, right? No need to do anything else.
No need to do anything else. If you don't stock your goods in the EU.
Okay, so if they dropship with Yakkyofy from China, they have to have this IOSS, and that IOSS, on that, okay, and on that they will pay the taxes depending on how much they earn, correct?
No, depending on the value of the goods they import to the EU. As I said, if the value is less than 150 euros, they will pay import VAT. But if the value is more than 150 euros, so their clients will be asked to pay import VAT.
Okay, I understand. So last question we've got. If I drop ship from China to the EU and I register for the IOSS and charge customers import VAT at point of sale, how do customs know the customers have paid import VAT and does not charge them twice?
Yeah, so it's not agreed yet in the EU how the system will work, but there are discussions that codes will be issued to all the shipment which under which import VAT has been paid. So it will be covered. I believe that there will be no double taxation of import VAT once EU will start to implement these new systems.
Hopefully it'll be soon, because it's starting from the 1st of July and it's the 18th of May already. So they don't really have a lot of time.
What was the name of the person who asked this question?
Another one. Chris.
Chris. Oh, it's Chris again. Okay.
Yeah, it's Chris again. He's got good questions for us. So I think this is everything. This is the end of the Q&A question. Let's say question time. And it's now time for our award, isn't it, Virginijus? So every participant who contacts you through this email will receive a free initial advice on VAT compliance. Can you tell us a bit more about it? What are they going to get?
Yeah, so basically all the questions that were asked here, it was like a basic questions, not depending on your particular situation, but you can write to us into info@constapart.com. Just make sure to add this hashtag, and you can ask us on your particular situation, and we will answer. How shall you act from the 1st of July?
Right. Chris has got another question, so let me read it out for you.
Yeah.
Let's leave this here so that people can see. If we sell on eBay and eBay collects the tax on our behalf, do we still have to report for IOSS?
No, you don't even have to register for VAT in case you are selling for eBay, Amazon. Amazon. Yeah, it's the biggest.
All right. So how does it work with eBay and Amazon?
Marketplaces are responsible for collecting the taxes from non-EU sellers.
Okay, so that's pretty easy, I guess. Much easier. Yeah. So lovely. Yakkyofy is also offering a bonus. So if you're at home, register from this link here, and you will get for the first month of using Yakkyofy 60 free product quotations instead of 30. So, but let's talk a bit about money. Virginijus, please choose the 3 winning questions. Remember that the winner will be contacted via Messenger by one of our colleagues. So make sure you check out the message requests. So who are the winners today?
Okay, so Chris, without any doubt, I like the question from.
Well done, Chris.
I like the question from Samuel and from Chantal.
Chantal. So Chantal, Samuele, and Chris.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
The winners are done. And yes, I would like to thank you once more for this live. It was very, very instructive. We have learned a lot, definitely, on VAT, especially because not much is clear still. So let's hope that the EU is going to kind of set up the rules very soon enough. And obviously, guys, you can contact Virginijus for advice on VAT. And you can use Yakkyofy to import all your products either to the EU or also dropship them one by one worldwide. We're going to help you. So yes, thank you again for joining us today, and we'll see you next time. Thank you again, Virginijus. It was very nice.
Thank you for inviting, and good luck to everyone.
Good luck.